Hi, this is Iris, and welcome to Parapopulous. Today's topic, naughty aliens. Alright, so this is based on an article that first appeared on CNET on September 30th of 2015, and it was titled Stephen Hawking Says Nomadic Aliens Might Crush Us. Short gist of it is, Stephen Hawking is good with numbers, he's a physicist, simple math says to him, aliens are out there. His concern is, WTF are they doing and what are they going to want with us, if anything? His sort of analogy to it is it could be worse than when Columbus turned up in the Americas. That's not looking so good for us if that's the case. I mean, let's face it. So, here's the thing. He looked at the numbers. He's worked out, all the maths on it. And not maths as in, weight, but maths as in math with an S. Anyways. So, it's rational to him. What the numbers tell him so. But what he doesn't know and what he can't figure out, the variable in here, is what are they going to want with us? They could literally just crush us, in his opinion. He also says we're probably the bigger threat to ourselves based on the fact, he didn't say we're idiots, but, let's face it. Let's put that in there because we basically are. We're going around cutting down rainforests that are essentially the lungs of the earth, and we're doing just all sorts of polluty things that are not good. So, we probably are the bigger threat here. Which is probably why the aliens stay the hell away. Who wants to go live on the trash heap? I'm just saying. Anyways. So, Mr. Hawking is a worrier. He's concerned. So there was much to do about this because, Stephen Hawking, smart man, did the numbers, says aliens. And then, of course, the paranoia kind of comes out when they find water on Mars. Okay, first the smart guy says the numbers say so, and now Mars, it looks a lot like Earth. There was water still there. Well, shit. So let's get to the nitty gritty of this. The article's real short. The links are going to be there for you. In the original blog post that I did to the stuff, and they'll be here on the podcast. You'll be able to access them that way, if you're so inclined. So let's have a little chat, shall we? I think we shall. It's been a while. So what is this with aliens and numbers? It seems a little egotistical for us to think we are the only peoples. A little. We can't really fault that logic. Then you come back to, why haven't they come and said hello? Who knows? Maybe they have. Maybe we gave them the finger. Maybe we made them something they didn't like for dinner. I don't know. Maybe they're just too smart. They're looking at us going, not gonna touch that. These shitheads are dangerous to themselves. If it's contagious, we don't want it. It's cool. Let them, fight it out. And we'll come back and check in 10 or 20,000 years. Maybe they'll have gotten it by then. We don't know. I just think, there is the whole other equation that's been done about, percentage of possibilities and all that stuff that is not Mr. Hawking's. But it is a little egotistical to look at the universe, to look at the galaxies and think we are the only things. We are the end-all, be-all. We are the wonderful, famous, lovely human beings. Nothing is better than us, and yeah. First of all, how sad is it that universes and galaxies and all of this miraculous goings-on out there is wasted on people who are stuck on a planet. We don't even go to our nearest planets. So the whole bunch of this around us is just a really elaborate Sims house that we're stuck in. Just us, alone. The fact that there's no neighbors, it keeps it quiet. It keeps the parties down, But, you don't want the gate crashers flying in and that. But, Why not? And why are aliens so scary? Why? I mean, you've got plenty of religions that believe in invisible men or women. I mean, what makes an alien who is supposedly smarter than us, I would say, hopefully, that they progressed, to a point. I mean, maybe some of them are equivalent to us, and that's why we never see them, because we're all kind of progressing at the same thing. It's just they're stuck in the house down the street. I don't know. That's a possibility, too. But, I mean, the general consensus is looking at the age of our solar system, there has to be something older, wiser, smarter, better, to quote Daft Punk. Stronger, better. Yeah, all that good stuff. Anyways, there has to be something more intelligent than us out there. And if they're more intelligent than us, then why haven't they come to see us? Because they should have better technology. And haven't they come to see us because they're just waiting and they're going to come and take our resources and say, screw you, have a nice day, and kapow when they're done with it. And like the world eaters. I mean, is that what we're anticipating? I mean, a lot of people are, but a lot of people are also anticipating the apocalypse is next Tuesday. And you know what? Stop it. Just stop looking for the worst in everything. Stop looking for the worst in everybody on our planet, in every situation, in every possibility. Please. I'm not saying be like Sally Sunshine and never consider the possibility of something not being kosher, something not being right. I'm saying let's approach this with an open mind and consider all the possibilities before we start freaking out. Just because Stephen Hawking is Concernicus, he's a worrier, okay? So let him worry if that's what he wants to do. He ran the numbers. You know what? He's a numbers man. Outside of the numbers, maybe that's a variable he can't control, so that's what makes him concerned. You know what? I get that. I like to be planned. I'm a person who looks at a map 50,000 times before I say, okay, yes, I think that's good. I like the route. I've double-checked every possibility, every option. I think I'm going to go with that. I understand that to a point, but listen. If the aliens are out there, and I do think they are, I think maybe there's a couple different forms of them. Maybe some are nice, maybe some are not. I don't know. But I think there's got to be something bigger than us out there. Maybe we're their Sims. Maybe we are literally living in the Matrix. That's another possibility, another discussion for another show. But here's the thing, and I've said this before and I'll say it again. If these are the big bad aliens from down the block and they're coming to steal our lunch money, or in this case, our earth, our resources, our peoples, wouldn't they have really just basically told us, screw you, and taken it by now? I mean, let's face it, if they want minerals, they're better off with a lot of, rare metals, which was the whole conspiracy thing for a while. They're better off farming asteroids. Surely to goodness, they have the technology to do that. They don't need to come here to this backwater and us being ridiculous to each other and deal with us to get it. I mean, science has already figured out that there's like platinum and shit on asteroids. They're already trying to figure out how to go up and mine, for crying out loud. Surely the aliens have put this together. So, okay, maybe they need bodies. They're harvesting body parts or something gruesomely gross like that. Well, I mean, if we figured out cloning, surely to goodness they must have figured that out by now. So once you got a couple key pieces, a couple good sequences of DNA, you found one that's a good host, you know what I mean? It's got good parts, functions well, whatever they're using for. Wouldn't you just clone them and save yourself the trouble, again, of coming to the backwater and dealing with us? Just saying. We're not all completely barbaric, but the percentage of the world that is makes the rest of us look ridiculous. And that shit needs to stop. But that's also a discussion for another podcast. So why aren't the aliens here? Have a look at the news in the last week. Do you want to come visit here? I'm just saying. I'd be afraid. I mean, there are some parts of the world right now that are afraid to go to sleep in their own damn beds. Some people don't even have their own damn beds. You're telling me aliens who are smarter are going to come down here and try to reason with us and rationalize with us? I'm not seeing that go so well. I'm seeing a lot of people that are stuck on the idea of invisible people telling them that they are better or their beliefs are better than other people's invisible people. I'm saying there's going to be a major freak out. I'm saying there's going to be major issues. Because people can't let go of these things, and they're making them in boundaries, and we're having wars and nasty things just happening and doing to each other. No, I'm not stopping here. This is the roll up the windows, Martha. We're driving past this place. So, all right, maybe they are coming here. Maybe they are stealing our peoples. Maybe they're doing horrible things to the whatever, to the animals, to us. Maybe they are. Is it any more horrible than what we do to each other? First of all, let's just deal with that. Second of all, if they really wanted to bump us off, they'd have done it by now, folks. I mean, they might not be nice. They might be here doing something else. They might be a mix of good and bad and in between. Frankly, look, I believe what I believe, and you can believe what you want to believe, and I totally will respect you for it, and I will agree to disagree with you if that's the case. But us, the universe is bigger than us. There is more to it than us. In whatever form that happens to come to, if they wanted us gone, we'd be gone. I'm just saying. We have bigger worries with what we're doing to each other with random rogue asteroids that we don't have enough technology to keep track of. Who says that they haven't helped us along? Who says they're not behind the curtain pulling some strings, trying to help us out, trying to help us get past our growing pains? We really don't know this. Now, I respect Mr. Hawking. I respect, the fact, that is honestly the truth. If they are advanced, they could stomp us. But if they are that advanced, they would have stomped us, in my opinion. Maybe we just haven't got to that annoying part yet of like, hey, look at us, aren't we being stupid? Maybe the day is coming. I don't know. But I'm just saying, we need to chill. If we really want to find out the answers to these mysteries, first of all, nobody's going to want to visit you if they're worried about dying in your house. The earth is our house. We're slowly ripping up the floorboards, leaving pointy splinters and nasty things and fumes and horrible things. And we don't want to live in the house. What makes you think visitors want to come? Just saying. And we need to work together to get our house fixed up, because it's what's keeping us alive. Let's deal with that. And we need to work together and put aside, you know what, your invisible person is different than my invisible person, and that's okay. Because when it comes down to it all these invisible people say the same thing. You look out for each other. I'm going to bring in a little bit, even in a Satanist culture or religion. Well, they don't really believe in religion, but that's another thing. It is, you don't harm anyone else. If they can get it, in every major religion with invisible people or beings, whatever you would like to call them, says the same thing. Don't hurt other people. We need to start reading that bit of it before we start going into yours is better than mine, mine's better than yours is purple and polka dotted, so I don't like that. We need to get our shit together if we want to figure out any of these mysteries. Because be it dimension hopping, be it galaxy or universe hopping, be it, I don't even know. There's so many different possibilities. We're never going to figure this shit out if we don't get our shit together. Sad but true. So, the original discussion of this was Mr. Hawking around the mouth, figures aliens are viable, a little bit Concernicus on their intentions, what they might end up being, and he's also very concernicus that we're screwing ourselves over way before the aliens ever would. Valid points. So, gang, tell me what you think. Are you concernicus about the little gray man, the purple guys from, wherever they were, planet Pluto, the purple people eaters, Or are we a bigger threat to ourselves? You can always drop a comment over at the blog. You can always say hello on Twitter. Let me know what your answer is. Until I talk to you again, which will be very soon, I promise you, I will haunt the living crap out of you guys. I am back. We will get the blog going. We'll get the podcast going. But until we meet again, boo, I'll be back in a few. Thanks for listening.